Hey everyone! Today I took on a challenge that might sound simple but is actually pretty tough. I decided to say exactly what I mean for an entire day. No beating around the bush, no vague statements, just pure honesty and clarity. Clear communication is super important in building strong relationships, both personally and professionally. When we express ourselves clearly, we avoid misunderstandings and conflicts. And instead, we foster deeper connections with those around us. It's amazing how something as simple as being direct and honest can have such a profound impact on our interactions. Think about it. How often have you struggled to express what you truly mean? Maybe you're in a meeting and you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you're in a conversation with a friend and you're not sure how to bring up a sensitive topic. I've been there too. We might say something like, "I'm fine," when we're actually not, or "it's no big deal," when it's actually a huge deal. These little white lies or vague statements can lead to confusion and tension. This can happen in so many areas of our lives, from our personal relationships to our work interactions. We might feel like we're being diplomatic or polite, but really, we're just avoiding the real issue. And that's when misunderstandings and conflicts arise. It's like, we're trying to avoid hurting someone's feelings, but in the end, we're actually causing more harm. I've noticed that even in everyday conversations, we often dance around what we really mean. We use vague language or make indirect comments, hoping the other person will get the hint. But they might not, and that's when trouble starts. Clear communication can save us from all this trouble. So how can we improve our communication skills? One way is to use specific language. Instead of saying "I'm kind of upset," say "I'm really frustrated with this situation." Be precise and direct. Another technique is to ask questions to clarify what the other person means. This shows that you're interested in understanding them and helps prevent miscommunication. Active listening is also crucial. When we're engaged with the conversation and paying attention to what the other person is saying, we're more likely to respond in a way that's clear and respectful. It's not just about hearing the words, but also about understanding the tone and the emotions behind them. Let me share a story with you. I had a colleague who was frustrated with a project we were working on. Instead of just venting to others or getting passive-aggressive, she scheduled a meeting with our team leader and clearly expressed her concerns. She said, "I'm feeling overwhelmed with this project, and I think we need to reevaluate our approach." That took a lot of courage, but it led to a productive conversation, and we were able to find a solution. The outcome was amazing. We were able to adjust our strategy and deliver a better result. It just goes to show that when we communicate clearly, we can resolve issues and strengthen our relationships. To recap, communicating clearly is a skill that can be developed with practice. The key strategies we've discussed are using specific language, asking questions, and active listening. By doing so, we can avoid misunderstandings, build trust, and have more meaningful interactions. If you're struggling with communication challenges, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Also, be sure to check out my other video on enhancing interpersonal skills. I think you'll find it really helpful. Thanks for watching.